Let's talk about these BO6 zombies leaks. What's going on, y'all? It's Lechuga. Welcome back to another video. And as y'all been hearing around town, around Twitter and YouTube, it seems like there's gonna be a DLC 5 for zombies. Now, just to reiterate, these are leaks, so always take them with a grain of salt, but they sure do sound exciting. If you've been on Twitter, you might have come across someone by the name of Ghost of Hope, and a bunch of Call of Duty news outlets on Twitter also talk about him because he's pretty reliable on when leaks come out. For example, before the Tomb was released, he pretty much dropped the whole date on when it was going to come out, which was Season 2 launch. And a lot of people doubted it as we literally just had Citadel a month prior. But it turns out he was correct, and the Tomb did come out at the launch of Season 2. And the Ghost of Hope also has a reliable history. So with no time to waste, let's see what he was talking about. So he starts off by saying there's 3 round-based maps left for Black Ops 6 Zombies, which is crazy. When we look back at the DLC season for other Treyarch titles, there's always been about 3 or 4 DLC maps. World at War, we had Verrückt, Shi No Numa, and Der Ist. For Black Ops 1, we had Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, Moon, but with the Moon pack, it came with the 4 World at War maps ported over to Black Ops 1. And for Black Ops 2, we had the best DLC season known to man, Die Rise, Mob of the Dead, Buried, and Origins. And with Black Ops 3, we had Der Eisendrache, Zetsubou no Shima, Geralt Krovian Revelations. But with Black Ops 3, we also had technically a DLC 5, which was Zombies Chronicles. But as we all know, all of those maps in Zombies Chronicles were remastered. None of them were original content. It was just on the new engine, new graphics, with how the game ran with BO3. And it was great, but not a lot of people looked at it as a DLC 5, just more as remasters for the community to play on BO3. When we look at BO4, we had Dead of the Night, Ancient Evil, Alpha Omega, and Tag der Toten. And there were leaks about Zombies Chronicles 2, but nothing ever came. Those were just rumors. With Cold War, we had Firebase Z, Mauer der Toten, and The Forsaken, which are round-based maps, so I'm not including Outbreak, which is technically DLC 2 for Cold War. For Vanguard, we had Terra Maledicta, Shi No Numa Reborn, and the Archon, and for MWZ, we had 4 extra story missions that pushed the narrative forward. And now with BO6, it looks like we're slated for 5 DLC maps, which is crazy to me because of how popular Zombies is and how old it is as well. It's always surprised me that we've never gotten more than 4 DLC maps, 4 standard DLC maps. We never reached 5, and to this day, I wish one game would have gave us 6 DLC maps. But I understand the 4 seasons, the way the fiscal year works, the way they have content mapped out, it fits better for them to have 4 maps released. But I think we're moving past that, and we're in an age where content gets consumed real fast. And it's good that BO6 is out here keeping up with expectations a bit with how tired people get of a game already. So the fact that we got 2 DLC maps 4 months in since launch is crazy to me. And it's amazing. And it makes me believe that these rumors and leaks are true, but we'll just have to wait and see. The DLC 5 and extra content that we've had in the past has never amounted to a standardized DLC map, so it's very interesting for that to happen with BO6, especially with the rumors that BO7, which is coming out next year, is developed by Treyarch. How are they going to put 5 DLC maps into this BO6 Zombies game, and then also possibly do round base for BO7? That is so much content, which I'm all here for. Me personally, I love that. But at the same time, it has me a little worried with how the quality of the content is going to be. Yes, I'm excited for DLC 5, and I hope that is great. And I hope the content's mapped out in a way that a drought doesn't come and the Zombies community feels dry in content. We kind of have no idea what DLC 5 could be. A lot of people are predicting that it could be a Dark Ether map or another area in Liberty Falls. And me personally, I pray it's a Dark Ether map. That would be so much fun because we haven't had a full Dark Ether experience just ever. You know, in D Machine, you enter the Dark Ether, but it's time limited. In Liberty Falls, you just have the church section, and that's it. And in the Tomb, you have the Dark Ether Nexus, but that's just one part of the map. So I hope with DLC 5 we do get that full Dark Aether experience, and it'll explain the story plot of the Requiem crew going into the Dark Aether and being there for a while. Unless that piece of story info was referring to the Nexus point, but I doubt that. But what we know so far is that the next map that we're heading towards is the mansion in Liberty Falls, and then Janus Towers after that. Speaking of the mansion, the Ghost of Hope also mentioned that the mansion might be on a smaller scale of a map, close to the tomb and Liberty Falls. If you guys checked out my recent video talking about simplified Easter eggs, you guys should. It's an interesting topic that I talk about. And I go over what the community reception could be like if another simplified small map were to be in the mix of the DLC season for Black Ops 6. So I'm not going to reiterate a lot of points, but I feel like the community wouldn't be as happy, as I feel like it would be looked at as another side map, but it depends how much depth is in this small map. So we'll just have to wait and see what the mansion is really like. Going forward on what his tweet is talking about, he states that one of the future seasons will not have a map. So that's expected. If we're getting 5 DLC maps and there's 6 seasons, one season should not get a map. So that will end BO6 Zombies with about 7 maps, which is great. But the interesting thing that he mentions is that he's heard that the maps from this year's game may carry forward to this year's Black Ops 7 game, which is insane to me. Like, imagine you boot up Black Ops 7 and there are the BO6 maps right there. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to work with purchases, as it kind of feels like a scam if you bought Black Ops 7 and BO7 and all the maps you got for BO6 are on BO7 for free. That would kind of suck. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be some type of paywall of owning BO6. You could just play them on BO7. But nonetheless, me personally, I believe that'll be such a great idea. Now, how does the identity work for both games if that was true? Do we look at BO6 and BO7 as separate Zombies games? Or do we look at them as the same game with content spanning across both of them, sharing a title, which is BO7? Let me know what you guys think below, because if they really do carry forward to BO7, like, I don't know, that'll just blow my mind, and I think BO7 could be the best Zombies game ever. But we'll have to see. I'm just getting my hopes up. You know, all this is taken with a grain of salt. Don't take it too literal, as, you know, these are just rumors and leaks. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, these leaks have me very excited for the future of Zombies, but a little worried at the same time. 4 years of development for Black Ops 6 and rumored BO7, it kind of makes sense that they've had all this time to make all these maps. At the quality that they are, it's kind of impressive, but at the same time, I feel like it's a bit lackluster with the Tomb recently. So I'm sending out all my energy and hope that the next couple of maps that we get are on the more standardized scale that we're used to for a Zombies map. So I'm looking forward to DLC 3 and 4. Hopefully these DLC 5 leaks are true and the BO7 rumors are true as well. I just can't wait to see what Treyarch are cooking. Like, it's always something new that surprises us. Everything with BO6 that's come, it's always like, oh my goodness. So I think they're going to surprise us some more. With that being said, I want to repeat this one last time. These are just leaks and rumors. Always take them with a grain of salt. These might not even be true. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys for clicking on the video and watching this one. Let me know below what you guys think about the leaks and rumors for BO6 and BO7 Zombies. And have a good day and goodbye.